Hi guys, how are you tonight?
Good.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Jerry. Hi, Dana. Hi, Deb.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Everybody.
Good to see you guys again.
We're all back
Yeah, I've been
together.
gone for a while. Now I'm back.
Yay.
Yeah, and it's actually the four of us. I mean, we had like a month of Mark was on for Dana and then Deb.
It's the five of us.
Yeah.
Dana and
The five of us.
yeah.
Just the
The
five,
five of us. Well, I see four squares. You know, the brain inputs four.
Yeah.
So the five of us.
Squares equal 4.
The Hollywood
And you guys
Squares.
are married. So
Squares.
Here's a story.
Yeah.
Does our audience love us? They must because they
They
put up
better
with
love
us.
us.
And we're so crazy. We love them. We have a great audience with us. Okay.
How's everybody been doing?
busy, but good.
Busy. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Hanging
going to be
in.
that time of year when things are kicking in gear.
Yep.
Events are starting.
Yep.
Yep.
Everything's waking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
It is.
Every day is an adventure now, right?
Yes,
Whether you want
sir.
it to be or not.
Yeah.
All right.
Amen to that. So we have a different one tonight. I'm
We
excited.
do. This regression is of a woman, and she wanted to explore a couple of experiences she's had. Mostly she's been noticing a shift in her life in general. Like she could tell that things were coming, things are moving around, and really didn't know what to make of it. And she has been having reoccurring dreams over and over again that she really wanted to explore. So with this first part of the regression, she finds herself in a white room. It's all white, and there's tables in there, there's chairs in there, and there's a male there who is talking to her and a group of other people. So in this first clip is where she finds herself in the white room.
When you are in a white room and there is a man there and you know him, but you don't know him. Tell me what's happening around you.
I'm in a small room with there's like 5 other people in there with me.
Do you notice anything specific about the room?
He's standing up and we're sitting down.
What are you sitting in?
It's like I keep going back and forth between we're sitting at a table or we're sitting individually.
Are there tables in there that you're sitting in individually, or?
I think maybe there's multiple tables in there.
Okay. Look around at the people. Do you recognize any of them?
No,
Okay. So, is he saying anything? What is he doing?
he's giving details.
What kind of details is he giving?
For some reason, I'm given the impression he's giving flight details.
Are you planning on going flying?
I'm not sure.
Ask him for me. Ask him why you're in that room.
He said, I'm telling you why I brought you into this lifetime.
And why did he bring you in?
We all have a mission to complete. And we're coordinating efforts
And what's your mission?
to come to this planet and change things.
What kind of things do you need to change?
Beliefs.
What kind of beliefs? What are you supposed to be teaching them?
alternative ways to deal with things that they deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Ask them for me, what kind of flight are you taking?
Astral.
Astral? So like astral traveling or?
Yeah, it's like I going back and forth between it's an actual flight and then it's not a normal flight. I was like, this is our soul's mission. It's not an actual flight.
Ask them for me that if he brought you into this planet for a mission, where did you come from?
I'm hearing initially Lyra.
Lyra?
That would,
At first, I thought she was maybe in that place between life and death, ready to come back into another body. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's what my mind went to. I don't know why. Like when she was remembering the time before she was born. Maybe it's because I kind of think I have stuff like that, and it kind of reminded me of that. And I've heard it from other people too. But then she said Lyra, and I'm like, well, I don't think that's where I was from. So,
Well, it's interesting that Deb said that because when we actually tap into the subconscious, she does talk about that.
okay.
You know, in the last couple of regressions, well, not last couple, but like in the past couple of months would be the right word for it. We have gone through regressions where they talked about the void. Now, she called it something different, but it was the same exact thing. So there's something to that. So it could very well be something like that. Where
Isn't it interesting that the void has been coming up quite often lately?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I sent that thing on our chat the other day that just scientists are saying there's this giant, we live in this giant void. That was strange.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys feel like when you hear this voice, it's the same as the other one we had? Do you get that? Like it sounds the same a little bit? Like
You
the
mean
other-
when we get it on here?
yeah, the last lady that we had on here.
Did I miss that one because I was
Yeah.
gone?
Yeah, they
Oh.
sound the same, but I want our audience to know that they're not. And I don't know why they sound the same to me, but
They're not the same. Is
They're
that
not the
right,
same,
Mary?
Well, this, well, I can't call her a girl, definitely, but I would say this girl is maybe late 20s, early 30s.
okay.
The other woman is mid 60s.
Right. And I know they're different, but I don't know why they sound the same to me. Just they do, but I know they're not. So
Right.
I mean, I just wanted to sing that song by the Cream called "In the White Room" with Black.
With black
Well, I
curtains.
was going to ask if she saw black curtains.
Yeah, so,
That's what I was singing in my head. I must have picked up on RJ.
yeah. You know, this kind of thing when she says she was reincarnated back here to change the ways, the beliefs. You know, this runs into a conflict with other people's beliefs, like because they have a set mind of what they're supposed to believe in. I won't bring anything up as far as what religions I'm talking about, anything else, but this is the problem. It seems like, oh my gosh, these people are trying to change the ways, the right way, whatever it is, but I don't think it's not meant to be that way. So, but she did say she was here to have us think alternatively in different ways. So, but this causes a conflict with certain people.
True.
Just want to bring that up.
But, if you think back on quite a few of our regressions, quite a few people have said this.
Oh, yeah.
It's come out in the regression.
Absolutely.
That they are here to make changes. They are here to help.
Yep.
They're here to improve things. And it's almost like whoever is telling them this is trying to make them feel like they are the most important. And if, that their voice has to be heard. You know what I mean? But I think that they're kind of doing that across the board. So people will speak out.
Mm.
Yeah, you're right. We've seen this on all kinds of our regressions that they have a mission.
Mm-hmm.
And we ourselves feel that way too.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, and we know, that they do have a thing with you're special. We love you, or something like that. So
here's some candy.
yeah.
Yeah.
You say here's some candy.
I was waiting for David to say something.
Come into my shack.
Right. Step into my oven, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have to wonder, do they try to make everybody feel like you are the only one, you are the most special, we need you.
That would insinuate they're playing on our egos to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Or maybe we're all are that
yeah,
special or
that's true.
whatever.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's more the case is,
It's one or the other in between, all of that.
Yeah.
I
Just
think
waiting
it's
for Brandon to say
that
something.
I think it's we all have a part to play, and maybe really, doing this show and doing the regression work. Because I've been thinking a lot about it lately. Like, what is the purpose really of it all? And maybe the biggest purpose is that we all have some kind of purpose and role in the evolution. So the regression work is all about bringing people in so that they can wake up to their possibilities, their role, to see their light, because everybody is light. Everybody has a piece of work that they're doing that it doesn't matter where they're going, as long as they're going to a singular place, sitting there and holding space and spreading out their vibration, that's what really matters. Deb and RJ, you've got your store, you've got the UFO con. There's so many things you guys do to put your energy out there. Like, so you're going there and you're leaving it, and it raises the vibration. Just like Dana, when she goes, and that woman's all over the place. What, Gettysburg? You just went to Texas? I mean, think about it. Like, you're going to these places and you're leaving your vibration and your light there. And every time we do, it increases the vibration of that area. Deb, with all your stories, with all of your experiences, your knowledge, the things that you share,
Your books.
the books. I think it doesn't matter who you are or what you're doing, as long as you're going places and spreading the light. Just every single time, a little bit matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're allowing people to get their word out, their regression out, and so people can see what's really going on here.
Yeah. Yeah. And, a few of my favorite regressions have been with people saying, we all have a mission. Exactly what you're saying. We all have a role to play. We all have a mission. And it takes all of those different roles. So it's kind of cool to see people come forward and say, they're being told you have this special role to ensure that these roles are, even though I think most time we're not even aware that we are doing what we're doing it. That's a pretty big message, I think, with this regression is.
Yeah, we all have that starseed vibration, and in some shape or form, going out there and letting go of the fear of what people might think, and just putting it out there.
Right. Yeah.
I sure wish I knew what that voice was saying in the background.
There's a lot of talking. And it seems like our shows are getting more active with that.
Yeah,
I
Can
know
anybody explain this?
I don't know.
Deb's radar keeps going off like craziness.
It went
That's
off again this
something.
morning at 5:30 this morning. My husband told me.
I can't even put a shocked face on your posts anymore because it's happening so often now. It's like,
I didn't even post that. I forgot because it woke me up, and then I went back to sleep. But yeah, it went off 5:30 this morning. But yeah, it sounds like bleed over almost. I can actually hear it. I usually don't hear all the Morse code stuff, but I can actually hear these voices.
Mm-hmm.
It's just maybe your hotel room is really haunted, and whatever's there is trying to tell us.
there you
It
go.
might be because that stupid bathroom light went off and came on again, and it's been on for like the straight 2 hours. I'm like, okay, I'm just ignoring it.
She's
Whatever.
like, no, you can't ignore me. I'm right here in this room.
Wow.
Oh well.
So
sorry.
haunted, but we don't know by what.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I hope it's something nice. Jeez, I gotta sleep tonight. All right. So for this next regression, she talks about being more from Lyra and like more about what her purpose is.
Oh, wow.
That's the origin. And then from there it branches out. That only for that species.
So she's saying that you're Lyran.
At one point.
What was your role there when you lived on that planet?
It's like I can't find the words for what it is. It's like a delegation of, what's the word? Of missions.
So you were the person in charge of the missions?
I was a part of a group in charge of missions.
What kind of group was it?
It's like there's tiers within that society, and everybody has a part to play within the society and outside of the society. So we were a part of the missions outside of society.
Okay. Is the man also from Lyra?
Yeah.
Gets
Very
even more
cool.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Builder race.
Yeah.
Yep, I think that's what we discussed after her regression. I found that really interesting was, from all the research, them, being the creator race, the ones who helped form, Palladians and, came to Earth to seed the planet among many different other species. So I found it really interesting, the correlation of somebody who in that lifetime, in some shape or form was in charge of giving people missions.
Yeah.
And it's probably one of the reasons why she's so big on her mission now. And that was the biggest thing for the regression work was, and I've heard this a lot from a lot of different people that everything's shifting. They can feel it. There's something shifting and there's something coming for them. And they just don't know what it is. And they don't know how to get there. And so I find it interesting that when she's talking to me about that, out in her regression comes, I used to be somebody who organized the missions.
Yeah. Yeah. In that lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. It's almost mind-boggling thinking about how the soul goes from one place to another, and how many missions do we have in one lifetime? Probably several. And
That's
I do
overwhelming.
agree. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's why I'm sitting here. My mind is like, oh,
I
I
wonder
do
if you go
agree
from lifetime to lifetime with the same mission. So you do part of it in this lifetime, then you do part of it in the next one, then part of it in the next one, and maybe in different places too. But it's all the same. I mean,
Yeah.
Sorry, I jumped on that.
that would be a lot easier.
I mean, in expanding on that, Deb, do you think that it was possible that we have, I mean, that's the case, lifetime after lifetime, but is it possible for our soul to live in different bodies in different places, so we're multidimensional?
Yeah.
All at once.
Yeah. So we got
I would
missions
think
going on
so.
everywhere. Yeah, got missions going on everywhere.
Man, I'm busier than I thought.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
No
Maybe that's
wonder
why I'm
wonder
so,
we're
all the
tired.
time.
that's probably why I'm so tired every morning when I
Yeah,
get up.
exactly.
Who knows
It's
where
like
I've
you don't know
been?
what you're doing.
Now,
But,
is the goal to eventually get all yourselves together? Eventually.
I
I
think so.
don't think I want to see that
I mean,
I think
and
for
then
my own.
For me, I just think that the point is to learn and grow. Like every individual life goes out somewhere and has this life, and whatever experience and knowledge they got in that life, you take it back to the collective or whatever, and then it becomes everybody's. And then
Yes.
they go out to them. Like you can't. The experience that I could have here on this planet, I might be able to have on another planet. So I'll have this one here because I can, and I'll take it back to the collective or whatever you want to call it, or to the source or creator, whatever.
Yeah.
And then go do that somewhere else. Everybody's all doing that all over the place, and the creator, the source, it grows in its knowledge and its experience, and it's infinite. It just continues on and on and on, and
Right.
that's what I see in my head. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I mean it's explained that way by a lot of people too. That we all belong to this source, this collective. That this is the way it learns through all of us, and that's why we are a part of that, and it's a part of us.
I'll tell you, when I was a little kid, and I mean little, like I was 6 or 7. That's one of the first dreams I ever remember having, and I wrote about it. I was again, I say that sometimes when I have these dreams, I just was, and I was in front of this great light, like the sun, only a million times brighter and golder, and all of a sudden it exploded in front of me, and all these little infinite number of the shards of light just shot out everywhere. And somebody told me, that's you, or that's us. Each one of those little shards is going somewhere to do something, and it'll come back. And I'm like little kid, like, dang, this is so cool. Thinking this looks like a firework sparkler or something.
Yeah, they say we are stardust.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm a weirdo.
Maybe that's why we have so many different colors to our aura. Have you ever done one of those aura pictures?
Yeah.
Where they take a picture of your aura and it's all these different colors? Maybe all those different colors are pieces of us on a different parallel universe living a different mission and purpose, and that's why they're a different color.
So I just wrote down Dana,
Interesting.
aura picture, Dana,
I
regression.
can't have another aura around me. My auras are already too heavy, too many.
Dana, meditation.
I've got,
Here we
like-
go. Now all we have to talk about is mantis, and we've got the whole show wrapped right there.
Aura. I've got like 3 different aura pictures that were taken of me over the course of maybe 10 or 12 years, and it's fascinating to see.
It
I've
is.
never had that done.
Yeah.
I had an aura reader tell me that I had 3 metallic. Right, remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Silver, and I can project colors out of them, and it's weird. I don't know what.
Well, in fact, that same person I remember said to you something like, "You're not from here."
Man, she did say that. Yeah.
Well, the last picture they took of me, the lady said, "Holy," and I'm like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And the whole head was white, and the whole body was purple.
Nice.
I had that same thing happen, and the reader did the same thing. I've never seen this before.
And weirdly enough, the first one that was taken right after my late husband died, maybe 6-8 months after that. And one whole side of it was green. And the reader said, "Oh, that means healing. Did you just go through something and your soul is healing?" Yeah. And I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of did." So there, I was convinced after the second one, and things changed, and I changed. I was convinced there's something to that,
It'd be cool to find out if the people that have been taken or have experienced as people, what are their aura colors? I mean, is there a pattern there?
No, they should do that. That would be
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, from what I know, our aura doesn't stay the same anyways, right?
Well, no,
I mean, I don't
it changes,
know.
But
It needs to stay the same for this experiment.
But a crystal turns into 7 colors, right? And it shines through the prism and breaks off into 7 different colors. So, are we a crystal? And we have crystals in us, I heard, in our brain and everything. So, is that the light coming through, and then whatever frequency we're on, it's showing up more that time, that day, whatever? Who knows?
Right.
His mind shows up as black.
I always say that, black like my soul.
Black like my heart.
Yeah.
It's my favorite color.
Mine too.
All right, then. Deb always finds a positive.
It's very slimming.
Red door in
Slimming.
painted black.
All black because it's slimming.
That's
That
right.
works.
It's very slimming.
And you have to
Yeah.
have the darkness to have the light.
You can't recognize the light if it's
Very
not
true.
dark.
Right.
Okay, ladies, I get it.
And somebody has to do it, right, Mary?
That's right.
Yeah, Dan has taken one for the team.
Us and all the matches beans.
Oh, boy. Sorry.
We're back.
I'm being very good tonight. I'll have you know.
I love you.
Thank you.
Sister.
We're
Very calm. I'm not smarting off.
We're proud of you.
I'm just sitting here all black inside. Whole heart.
So we got 2 songs. We got the Cream and the White Room. We got Rolling Stones and Painted Black. There we go.
Or back in black.
Back in Black, yeah.
Hey.
So for this next clip, I asked if she knows this man, because I was curious, because she didn't seem weirded out that she was there, right? So I wanted to know if she knew him, and why exactly is Earth so important to Lyrans? Them and other extraterrestrial beings. Why is it so important?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know him well?
He seems like he's family.
Ask him why he seems like family to you.
Weird. Okay, that's weird. That's my father, but he's being shown to me in a completely different way.
When you say father, like father as you know here on Earth, or?
No. It's like he's that ET being I keep having contact with.
Okay, so he's just showing you in a different way?
Yeah, it's like I'm getting little bits of he's been in a lot of different lifetimes with me, and we've kind of traveled together.
Why is it so important that you come to Earth to bring messages to people?
Earth is in peril right now.
The Earth's in peril? Why is it important to the Lyrans that they help Earth?
Because it's a ripple effect. Everything affects everything, like a domino effect.
I am your father.
For some reason, that when she said the father part, I got goosebumps all over. I don't know why.
That whole regression itself was full of goosebumps for her and I. When she came out of the regression, she made the comment that through the majority of that regression, her body was just in tingles and goosebumps the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Which that is one thing I've never had mentioned.
I wonder if it's so. Is this her first time really realizing that she has that connection?
No, because it's been probably a year and a half, 2 years ago, where I did the original regression with her, and in that regression, she was really afraid actually because since she was a little girl, she had been afraid of this being, and through the regression, she realized that it was like a father type being, and he was really there just teaching her. So she let go of the fear that she had had all those years. So that's not new to her in general. But I think the realization that she's done this through many, many lifetimes is a new concept for her.
Mm-hmm.
And
And the whole Lyrian part, right?
Yeah.
That was new.
Yep. Yes, that had never come out. Period.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the way it is probably with a lot of experiencers. We don't realize how many lifetimes, just like RJ, how many lifetimes we have really lived as extraterrestrial beings on different planets.
And by the way,
I'd like to volunteer to go now.
yeah. Did you see those grays that you had on there, the long face? That's the ones that I see a lot.
Ah.
Yeah. El Mayuk, they call them. They look kind of mean, but they're not.
Yeah, they do look mean. But, that's just perception. What is mean really? Is mean just what we've been conditioned to see as mean, or is it?
Yeah, that's true. They
My
just look a
kids
little
always
tough.
said I looked mean.
They don't look cute, you know what I mean?
Puppy dog look.
So does she get into more of what they look like?
I'm not sure. In the next couple of clips, I do believe when we tap into the subconscious, we do get more descriptions. She does talk about where she, where she came from and other places that she came from and certain beings that she works with. But the description really is mostly just I'll give a little bit of a hint. One of the things I channeled and asked the subconscious mind, a lot of Palladian came out, specifically a female Palladian with long white hair. And like the way I saw her was a blue dress. You could almost say sparkly, but it didn't have sparkles on it. It was more of a glimmer. And then it was like a blue diamond in the middle of the dress. And that came out as being her mother. And it's what she has seen too, but didn't really understand what she was seeing. And, at that part of the regression, she did start to cry. So a lot of different things came out for her in this regression and helps pointing her towards the right direction of what she's supposed to be doing with her energy in order to, benefit the planet and the collective.
I mean, the reason I ask because there's two kinds of Lyrans. Is that what the information is telling us that there's more of a feline Lyran and there's more of a human-looking Lyran. But I mean, they're both, they have both walk on two legs and two arms and all that. But one's more human-looking than the other. So I was just curious.
I do know for sure she didn't describe any type of feline type beings.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what a connection, to find out that the whole Lyrian connection, that's a very, very old race. So that's a really strong, firm connection to have. And from what I know, a wise one. And then the whole Palladians are newer, but
Yeah, I mean they're more human for sure. They're human,
right.
but they supposedly some of them have blonde hair and they wear blue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like Mary was describing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm thinking it might be like an upgraded race.
Yeah.
Right.
So that in itself would be pretty, I could see having tingles and everything through that regression and the, oh my God, because that's quite the connections to have. It's not like hearing, oh, you have a connection with the Greys. You know what I mean? So it's really important. Now, do you know, Mary, in this lifetime now on this planet, does she help people with missions? I mean, is she in some sort of a career where I'm wondering if that's an inner drive for her too.
I know she does readings, and I think that's one of the things that she had talked about the most was wanting to get out of her own way, because she'll go to places and she'll have conversations with people, friends or people at work, and she really wanted to be able to get past. Like, I think her biggest question for me, she's like, well, don't you ever run into people who just think you're crazy and tell you you're crazy and don't listen to you? And I said, yeah. I said, I just, at some point you just reach a point where you just don't care. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so don't believe me. I don't give a shit, right?
Right.
And that's kind of the stage where she's at. She does the readings. She's a Reiki master, and she wants to get to the point where she can do that without worrying about what other people think. Not so much what friends and family are going to say to her, but the rejection. And we all do that, right? You don't put yourself out there as much, or you don't do this and you don't do that because you're afraid of being rejected, and being rejected really sucks. So I think for her, that's really where she's at. Let go of that fear so she can completely open it up. And when she does, I think she's really going to amaze herself. So I'll use this as an example, okay? Because this is a regression I did just this last weekend. And it was odd because I think it was last Friday night. Yeah, it had to have been either that or Saturday morning. I got a friend request from just this random person. And we all know, right? You see a random person, there ain't no way in hell that you're going to accept their friend request, because there's no mutual friends. You don't know them. And I'm looking at it, and I see he's not local. He's probably 40 minutes away from me. And I checked the friends, and there was only one friend that connected us. And she's a spiritual person. I really wouldn't call her a friend. I know her. She goes to a lot of psychic events. And so I was like, oh, for whatever reason, I decided to accept the friend request. I don't know why. And then during the interview process with her, she's like, I talked to somebody this week, and it was the weirdest thing because yeah, it had to have been Saturday because she had decided to go on a paranormal investigation. And before that, she went to some kind of gem show, and she met this guy just random. And he started talking about alien experiences. And then she's like, yeah, I gave him your name, so he's probably going to get in contact with you. And I'm like, well, what's his name? And she gave me the name. I'm like, okay. So
I already said no.
It's that person who sent me the request, and I'm like, that's so weird. No wonder I felt compelled to accept the request, even though normally I wouldn't. Right.
Right.
So sometimes maybe that's her purpose, is to go out and point people in the right direction and connect them.
Right.
And
Right.
there's Dana's kitty.
It always comes in.
Speaking of
Yep.
the Lyrans, here we are.
There we
Yep.
are. He's so cute. So, Mary, I wonder, is this guy maybe, possibly the guy that was next to her?
It could be. I have my own take on it. And I think it's in the next couple of clips. If not, it'll be in next week's episode. But it does come out that she's supposed to be meeting new people, and that new people are going to come into her life, and those people are going to be the people who finish raising her vibration to get her to the point of where she's at,
Mhm.
But if anything, I really truly think she was being shown a piece of her mission of connecting with people and raising their vibration and getting them to want to open up. Because isn't that what we're supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless
Right.
if it's energy work, readings, regression
Mhm.
work, Reiki,
Yeah.
or
And didn't you
just
say she's only like in her 20s?
she is late 20s, early 30s. She's not
So,
much older than that.
big kudos to her for stepping up and even doing those things.
Mm-hmm.
That I give her a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's working
just-
her mission.
I just know that when she reaches her full potential, she's just going to blow people away. I just know it.
Yay.
And
Nice.
I think that's the purpose of all of our work, is to get the people we connect with to open up to their full potential.
Right.
I hope so.
The more people that do, the more the vibration raises, right?
Mhm. Oh, absolutely. And isn't it beautiful to see younger people doing it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We need them now.
Yeah.
Well, that's
You
why
only.
we're here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You only need a certain percentage of the people to change everything. Not everybody has to do it, just a certain percentage. So, can do it.
Just enough to be open-minded.
So let's
Mhm.
do it.
Let's get that shit moving.
That's right. That's right.
She said the S word.
She did.
My goodness.
You
Sorry.
can't edit that. You
I
can't
know. I'm sorry. I'm sitting on a couch. What do you want from me?
edit.
I'm
Smelly
all
couch.
relaxed.
I want some more of that.
like
Yeah.
I
I want
like
some more of that shit.
So for this next clip,
Squeakers.
because I was curious about, okay, so if Lyrans come here to Earth and other species because they're invested in Earth, so why is it so important for them that Earth is safe?
Right.
What does it do for them? So here's the next.
What we do here makes life better there.
So is it sort of like, in order for their planetary system to stay safe, we have to be kept safe?
Yes.
And how do they plan on doing that?
Eliminating the threats by neutralizing them.
In what ways will they neutralize them?
Trying to shift them to a different psychic or mental capacity so that they can see things from a different light.
So is it sort of like raising the vibration?
Yeah, but in very subtle ways and in almost strategic ways.
And what will they do if they can't raise the vibration?
They'll have to try again.
So ask him what he wants you to do specifically in order to help raise the vibration.
Align with the light.
And how can you align with the light?
It's time to eliminate every stop in the way.
Well, Sammy, what?
Yeah, it was hard to hear that.
It's time to eliminate all the stops that are in the way. So I took it as like blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, you talked earlier about the shift, and that's really coming out now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are saying, and I'm getting that as well. I'm sure Dana is too. As readers, people are coming in and saying, "What's going on? I'm feeling this and this."
Getting in here at the store.
Right. And for me, anyways, I tell people it doesn't matter. You'll know when you hit that next phase that you're there, and it's going to automatically happen. Whether it's something we're supposed to say, something we're supposed to do. But I love that she seems to have a handle on that. I really do.
What, Deb?
Nothing.
Oh,
I was just thinking. I was thinking about me at that age and what a hot mess I was.
Yeah, I kind of was too.
Yeah. Me too.
No, I
The
was.
time-
I kind of was. I was. Yeah.
Yeah. Times were so different. We're in a whole new, we're in the age of Aquarius, and things are shifting. We are evolving. And I think that when we were in our 20s, things were very different. We weren't supposed to be as aware, maybe. I think even 10 years ago, a lot of things were still hidden from us. And it's coming across the board, not only for us, but, younger people as well. And then you have people like her who are real instruments in sharing that and putting it out, raising vibrations. Kudos to her.
Man, I know I've talked about this before, but I truly believe the dinosaur program was started by the reptilians. And I don't know how many millions of years ago that asteroid, whatever, hit and wiped them out. I think that was planned. And I think after that, the Lyrans came in and started the mammal program to happen. And like you talked about earlier at the beginning of the show, Mary, something about, there's a lot of species that showed up here from genetics and other races that brought them here. And they're even saying the octopus is probably not from here. So it's anyway, I think that's what happened. And I think that they've had this program going, but I think they've had some infiltration of reptilians off and on because they think that they own this place too before that program came in. So it was taken away. They've had fights all going on all the time and for millions of years.
Don't you think there'd be something a little less vicious than an asteroid strike to take out a species?
Well,
doesn't that make you go,
Yeah, I mean, when it hit, and supposedly it's the one that hit above the Yucatan Peninsula in the water there.
Yeah.
What it did, it caused atmospheric changes, and it didn't happen just like that, but it happened within a couple of weeks, I would say.
It's still.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, they've been fighting for a long time. I mean, the reptilians started it, so according to the
I'm thinking of the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And things.
Yeah, I mean they got wiped out. They turned cold, and their food went away, and it was like a big, gigantic nuclear bomb hitting. So I'm sure it caused tsunamis and everything else. Yeah. But this is information that's out there. I don't know if it's true or not, but this is what's being presented. That what happened by a lot of people.
It's one of the theories, right?
And they also turned into birds, which is another theory.
Yeah, they did that.
The dinosaurs.
And of course,
evolved.
the birds survived, and I think some of the reptiles, like the crocodiles that were in the water, under the water, they survived somehow. So, I don't think everything. Yeah, not everything got wiped out, but most of it did.
It is all very interesting.
Mhm.
So, with this last clip, we ask how, like, okay, so she has all these blocks. So, how can she remove the blocks to keep moving in the right direction? And I really think it's a good message for all of us. You know, at this stage in the game, we've all really worked, especially when we're on the spiritual journey, right? We really work at removing the blocks, and we get the stupid, I won't swear, the stupid lessons that come in our way that are a pain in the butt, but after you get through it, you realize what it was there for, type thing. And, you know, as you guys have said through the whole show, it's amazing that at such a young age, she's learning this now because we didn't get to. Times were
Right.
different. You know, everything was a different vibration. And I think that's why people her age, the starseeds her age, you know, the ones who have battled the ADHD, the ADD, autism, things like that, they're going to really be the ones that kind of take over the show, I feel, because that's why they're here. Is they have that unique vibration to keep moving us up to where we're supposed to be. And so her message is a good way for everybody else to learn how to remove the blocks that we might still have in some shape or form. Just give me 1 second.
What's the best way to eliminate the stops that are in your way?
There's a specific person she needs to meet, but she has not met yet.
Will it be male or female?
Male.
And how does she know that she met the right person?
It'll be annoying.
It'll be annoying?
Just an unknowing.
Annoying?
Mm-hmm. Kind of like a mutual understanding that that meeting was supposed to occur on both ends.
And when she meets this person, what's the best way for them to move forward together? What's the purpose of it?
I think they're uniting to expand what can be done, because sometimes assistance is needed.
So it's like somebody coming in with the same like vibrational frequency to help raise the vibration?
To help shift.
Okay, ask him for me. Is there anything specific that you need to do now?
I don't know if I want to say that because I don't. Yep, I'm having weird confliction with that one. It's telling me to quit my job.
Quit your job?
That's not a good idea. What in the world?
So what would happen if you quit your job? When it comes to raising the vibration and doing the work for your mission, ask him how quitting your job will make that better.
I'm supposed to take the leap of faith, and I haven't done it yet.
What will happen if you choose to take the leap of faith?
I don't know if I'm supposed to know that right now.
Wow. Wow. Did she? Has she?
She hasn't yet. No.
Ooh.
But isn't that so true? That the times where we decide to live outside of our comfort zone or take a leap of faith, everything just falls into place.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I love it when she laughs at herself and she goes, "This is crazy."
Yeah.
Good job. But like on a side note, I remember when I first started getting into regression work, and I was doing free regressions for my certificate, right? I regressed my daughter, and don't ever regress family ever. She didn't like normal past life regression. She regressed back to when she was a child and daddy issues, and I'm like, oh, I so should not be doing this regression at all. But her subconscious told her to quit college. Quit college. You don't have to go to college just because everybody tells you that's exactly what you're supposed to do to be successful. Quit college and everything will fall into place. So I remember the next couple of days, she's like, it was so weird, Mom, because I was talking, but that wasn't me. I don't remember any of that. I'm like, well, that was your subconscious, that's not abnormal. But she quit college and now she's like a big manager of Olive Gardens and she goes all over. So it's like I get the leap of faith,
Right.
It can blow your mind to, well, you just quit your job. Well,
Yeah.
you take that leap of faith, the universe is going to listen to you and put you exactly where you're supposed to be.
Mhm.
I also believe that the universe can force you out of where you are.
That's
Much
true.
like what happened to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But sometimes that,
That's true, yeah.
sometimes that's not the kindest way.
Yeah, but I don't like to listen.
Same here, but I think back, to 2002. I wasn't listening. I was working full time on raising a family full time, and I had a full time business doing Reiki and readings, and I was so exhausted. And I knew, the universe kept telling me, something has to go, something has to go, something has to go. And it was the same thing, quit your job.
Trust me, she never listened.
I didn't listen.
No, she hasn't.
I kept thinking, I have bills to pay. Then I I hit some ice on the road, ended up in a telephone pole, messing my body up. And I was forced, because I couldn't do anything, I was forced to quit.
Renal failure.
Yep. So I hope that she listens to this and takes
Yeah.
takes
I
our
was
word
going to
for it.
recommend.
If
Don't
you
wait.
don't, if you don't listen to that subconscious in the universe, you might be forced, and it might not be pretty.
It's not very kind.
It's a lot harder that way.
Yeah.
And the first rule of manifesting anything is to think of it as if it's already happened.
Right.
That's what they say when they say to have faith. It goes beyond that. Because you can say it till the cows come home, but if you feel it and believe it with every ounce of your being as if it already happened, then it will.
Yeah. In the book of Thomas, Jesus says, when the two become the one, when your heart and your feelings become one, you can manifest. And it says, and the main thing, like you just said, is to manifest it like it's already.
There's our tone. I can hear the Morse code.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's already done.
And there's your sign.
Yeah.
There's the sign.
So getting back to these blocks, just for a second, I think after the big flood, the Anunnaki did something. We used to live 800, 900 years old. So they did something too. There was one block they put on us. So we would reincarnate back and forth and back and forth. Whoever did that, I don't know who did that. But in the last 20 years, they've been talking about that the good guys, whoever they are removing these implants from our bodies slowly, so that these blocks are not there anymore. And that's why people are waking up, because we're starting to remember. Because I think they were placed in there, however they're placed in there, energetic wise, whatever, to keep us from not evolving. So it's happening, though. It's happening.
It is. And on that note, that's all we have for tonight.
Maybe because we have so damn. Okay.
Amen to that.
Good one. Good one.
All right.
I love the regression. Thank you, guys. Thank
See you next week, guys. Girls.
Thank you, guys.
Wow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.